Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everyone is doing good and everyone is safe in this pandemic. So today we are going to talk about a topic which is in the maintenance exam of this release of the Salesforce Administrator, that is also known as the Admin 201 certification. So, and the topic is the permission set group. So the purpose of this video is that we will first understand the what is the permission set group, and then we will the trailhead, so that the people who have not they given their certification till yet, I mean the maintenance exam till yet. So this video can help those peoples as well. But just the I mean making the video which will be just providing the solution to that maintenance exam is something the I feel that it will be something just for the I'm cheating the people, I'm cheating the viewers. So that's why I'm first going to talk about the permission set group, and then in form of learning we will also do the trailhead, so that we can cover our maintenance examination of the admin 201. So let's go to the discussion. So the people who are the new to the Salesforce, and you know and watching this video, the permissions of the permission set group, I request you to first go to the playlist in my channel, which have the video of the permission set. First understand that, and then the understand the permission set group, because the permission set group is a combination of permission sets. Okay, so you can find out the video of the permission set in my playlist of the Salesforce administrator course. I have I always upload the video with the course, day 1 to day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, like this. So you can find out the videos. First go through that video, so that you can have the understanding, and then if you will see this video, so this will be helpful for you. So now the as I told you, permission set group is a combination of permission sets. Okay, now you can assign users a single permission set group instead of multiple permission set. Now what does this mean? See, for example, you have a requirement where you have the I mean more than one permission set, and that as a package. I mean, package means that for example, when you buy something, correct? So the shopkeeper says that, okay sir, if you are going to buy this individual items, then this is the this will be the cost. But if you take this as a package, so this will be going to cost you this much less. So in that terms I'm talking. So for example, you have the permission set 1, permission set 2, permission set 3, permission set 4. Now you have created the permission set 1, permission set 2, permission set 3, 4, and the n number of permission set, and you have the requirement that certain users require these all the permission sets, or maybe you can say that is certain, the users require permission set 1, permission set 2, permission set 4 and 6. So you will make a bundle of these permission set 1, permission set 2, permission set 4 and 6. As a bundle you will make, and you will assign to all those users who require this, sort of the settings. So the instead of the assigning, now, for example, just for example, you have created a permission set 1, then permission set 2, then permission set 4 and 6. And the when you are going to assign to a user, first you are assigning the permission set 1, then 2, then 4, then 6. So when you have the number of permission set, might be there are the chances where you miss some permission set to assign to a user, might be. So instead of that, you will make a the permission set group, a complete combination of the all those permission set which we want to assign to a user, and you will assign to the that particular group to a user. Makes easy, something you can say, the like you have the bookshelf. So you keep all those books related to the technology in a in a certain section, and the other the technology book into a different section, so that you can easily classify. You can easily, even with you have visited the library, so you have seen that based on the domain technology area, you can they easily go to that particular rack or that particular section of the library, and sorry, and you can fetch the books of from from that. If there is no such pattern of making, I'm sorry, so if there is no such pattern of making the particular classification, for example, the Salesforce book is the first Apex book is kept somewhere else, and then the Lightning book is kept as somewhere other location. So that is something which is very time consuming, and the very difficult to find out, right? So same thing is the the permission set group is doing. When when you work, and the work in a project, so you have, if you have the multiple permission sets, so to make your job easy, the Salesforce is providing you the permission set group, that make a group of the permission set and assign to the user. Okay, now permission set group, if if somebody asks you that how you should define it, so you can write it that the permission set group combines all selected permission set to provide all permission that users need to or need for their job. Okay, now there's one more very interesting the thing which has been introduced in the permission set group, and I really the like make the that particular the feature of the permission set group. So the there is a feature which is known as permission muting feature. Now what does it mean? What does it mean? So the you have the made a group of the permission sets. Now you do not want to give a certain permission in that permission set group. For example, uh, the XYZ you do not want to give into the permission set group, correct? So you have that feature, okay? Okay, this, this permission set you want to give. Now forget about this thing, because if it is confusing you. So this particular the permission sets you have given into permission set group, but you think that the this particular xyz something is should not be provided into the group, should not be provided to the users, correct? So you have that feature, you have the feature of permission muting feature, in which you can the remove that particular the permission, so that that becomes a desired permission set group as per your project, as per your expectation or business requirement. So the if technically if I have to write it down, so what I will do, I will the remove individual permission from a group with permission muting feature to ensure that user do not get permission that are not relevant to their job functions. But I will mark it in the note. Only one muting permission set is allowed per group. So what does it mean? You know, it's again it's something in the permission set, muting feature. It's again it's a kind of the permission set, you can say, in which you are removing, you are saying that okay, whatever the I am defining in this permission set, and I am using the permission set the permission muting feature, so do not allow the user to perform this thing. Confusing? If this is confusing, okay, so got your question. Okay, fair enough. So the understand first thing, and that's why the I told you that the because I 2 3 people are new in this batch, and that's why I'm saying that first you have to understand the permission set, that then you should the go for permission set group. So the instead of your I will answer your question, but you can connect separately me for the permission set and other topics. Okay, I will update you on the group. So what I'm saying is that permission set group is a combination of permission sets. Now permission sets is when we talk about the permission set, so permission set allow you to perform the action, not to restrict the action. Okay, so whatever the in the permission set, whatever the you will give the definition that okay, allow user to do this, do this, do this, and you are combining, so that becomes permission set group. But in a permission set group, you have one more feature in which you will make a permission set which you will be providing into the permission set group, saying that use this permission set to not to allow the definition defined in that particular permission set, and we particularly the call it as a permission muting feature. Correct? It's a like it's a kind of the definition. Okay, whatever you want to make the user restrict, that you do not want to make your user to perform this operation, so go for the permission muting feature. Now in interview, if somebody asks you and somebody to put you the scenario that the I want to the perform this certain operations. Okay. I mean I have a team of the 10 people, and out of the 10 I want that 4 people can do this particular set of the operations. So your first answer will be the permission set. Now for the confusion he can say that, but I still want they want that the out of the those 4 people, I want that there is a certain action which they should not be able to do. So immediately you should say that, sir, we will be the using our permission muting feature provided into the permission set group. We will assign the permission set into the permission set group, and of the same permission set group we will use permission muting feature to to make to restrict our user to not to perform the operation defined under that. That's it. Okay. I'm also writing here to restrict user to not to restrict user to perform action defined. Okay, clear? Or let me explain you in the the in one more way. This mean that you will create similar like permission set which can be changed any time. Okay. Clear? Now if there's no doubt, then we can go into the the trailhead, and we can they start performing our the practical on this permission set group. Okay. Now one more thing, before we go, I want to tell you that in the permission set group you are adding permission sets. You can only add the permission set. You're not you are creating the permission set first, and then you are assigning. Okay. Let's go and see how. So for those I will be providing you this URL of the maintenance examination, okay, in the description link, and I will also provide you the description of that video of the permission set, so that you can watch that video first. So separately we will discuss about the learn what's new into spring 20. I'm directly jumping into this. So what feature should an admin configure to allow user? So this will be the sales rep need to share the task workload further. Service reps are experiencing low performance of the lightning page. Where should I will be connecting a game on separately for this particular the module of the Trailhead. Okay, so this is done. Now let's the work on the permission set group. So the if you will go through this Trailhead, so the everything which I have discussed, the same thing. So now we are going to do it into practically, and first I will the click on the launch. So this will the this when I'm creating on the launch, so this will make my the playground to perform this thing practically. Meanwhile they are creating the ground, so let's they start reading it. Before you begin, we strongly recommend to create a playground. So that's we are good, we are creating. To do this, scroll to the bottom of the image, and we have done this thing. Okay, now, okay, yes, we really mean okay. So here it is the the task which is defined. So let's the do it. What it is saying: create a permission set for cases. That means we are we have to create a permission set with the name permission. Sorry, the case read only. Okay, and in this permission set we will give the object permission read only. Okay, let's do it. What is the question? This is lightning view. Okay, let me go into the classic. So if you are not if you are facing some problem with the lightning view, I recommend you to watch my video in the playlist of the Salesforce lightning day 1. So we will go here. Okay, click new. Correct. License, it is permission set cases the. Okay, so there's no requirement of the license. The use of the license I have already explained you in the previous session. I mean in the previous video. Okay, now I will go to the object setting. Okay, on the case, the we have to give the read only here. Field name, account name, case reason, description. Okay, now this is complete. Now we have a different thing, that is a create a permission set for lead. So save. Correct? You have saved it. Now go to permission sets. Manage leads. The name is manage leads. For lead object, add it. And lead object permission is what? Edit. Okay. Now this is saying that app permission, convert lead, transfer leads. Okay. Which app they are asking? Okay. Okay. And save. Okay. So see, here you have created two permission sets. Okay. Why I am uploading? Okay. One is case read only and the manage lead. Now you will create a permission set group. Okay. Create a permission set group, sales orders. So same way, setup, and in this you will get permission set groups. note down your question. I will answer you after the this class. So new permission set group. Okay, give the label. Okay, now here you can provide the description. The description is like anything, whatever you want. Okay, so you know, for example, here you can write permission set group created. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to group the following permission sets. Both the permission set which you have created, you have to group. So I told you permission sets in group and muting permission set in group. Okay, so because we have to add the permission set to provide the permission to the user, so we will click on permission set. Now add permission set. Check the name. Okay, and manage leads. Add. And two permission sets were added. Permissions updated is completed once the group status changes to updated. Okay, so you have done this. Now what else? Okay, so they are saying this much. Now who will check Trailhead? For those people who want to directly jump onto the section of the oh, okay, so thank you Salesforce for, so this way, the even the Salesforce welcomes you uh, when when you complete the batch. Okay, so for those people, the who directly wants to, the complete the this maintenance exam, I will be, the sharing the timing in the description link, so that you can directly, skip the video and you can, go into that particular portion of the video, and you can complete your maintenance examination. Okay, now the questions. So just a minute please.